Janelle destroys Robyn in court. Finally, Robyn arrested and Kody leaves Robyn for new courting. The courtroom was full as individuals found themselves seating, and the room was buzzing with the muted hum of reporters and spectators. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as hopeful journalists surged forward, trying to get a glimpse of the reality television personality at the core of it all. Flashing cameras blinked through courthouse doors as Kody Brown arrived. Kody Brown's once confident stride had dulled to a slow, measured shuffle. His suit, subtly wrinkled, hinted at a sleepless night, and his usually immaculate hair stood mussed and unkempt. His jaw was tight, his face carved with tension. This was not the same man who once ruled over a sprawling family with self-assured authority. This was someone barely holding on to what remained of his dignity. Across the courtroom sat Robyn Brown, her attorney by her side. She clutched her hands in her lap so tightly her knuckles turned white. Though her expression was carefully guarded, a storm brewed in her eyes, equal parts fear and defiance. Once Kody's beloved and favored wife, the woman he had once placed above all others, she now faced him not as a partner, but as the accused. In the front row sat Mary and Janelle, their faces unreadable. They had endured the family's highs and lows, surviving public scrutiny and private betrayals. After years of Kody's favoritism and disconnection, the power dynamic had finally shifted. And now, for the first time in years, the courtroom felt like a battleground, and they were no longer outnumbered. As the gavel fell, silence cloaked the room. Judge Emily Carter adjusted her glasses, her expression unreadable. She had presided over countless family disputes and financial betrayals, but the spectacle of reality TV stars unraveling in her courtroom brought a distinct drama. "You called for this hearing, Mr. Brown," she said evenly. "Please proceed with your argument." Kody inhaled slowly, his fists tightening momentarily before releasing. His voice, gravelly with restrained fury, broke the silence. "Your Honor," he began, casting a fleeting glance at Robyn. "I thought Robyn was the glue holding this family together. But now I see, she was the knife that split us apart." Gasps rippled through the gallery. Robyn's eyes widened in disbelief. "This is ridiculous," she cried out, leaning forward. "I gave everything to this family. Everything." A quiet scoff escaped Janelle. "You mean you put yourself above everyone else?" "Enough," the judge ordered, lifting her hand. "What exactly does split apart mean to you, Mr. Brown?" she asked, her tone calm but edged with authority. Kody faltered. He had believed Robyn was his strongest ally, the one who truly cared about his legacy. But now, the denial had lifted. "I was blind," he confessed. "She convinced me she had our future in mind, but in truth, she distanced me from my other wives and children. And now, she's been liquidating assets behind my back." A heavy silence fell. Robyn straightened in her seat, her voice rising. "That's not true. I was protecting our financial future." Mary laughed, a short, cold sound that sliced through the tension. "You told him what you wanted him to hear. And now that he's not getting his share, he's panicking." Kody clenched his jaw, offering no rebuttal. Deep down, he knew Mary wasn't entirely wrong. Judge Carter leaned forward. "Miss Brown, are you saying properties were sold without mutual consent?" Robyn hesitated, then muttered, "I had to. The family was falling apart. I needed to provide for myself." Janelle exhaled sharply. "Exactly. You weren't defending the family, you were defending yourself." Robyn's eyes darted between her former sister wives, her expression slowly unraveling. Then Mary reached into her bag and calmly handed a folder to the bailiff, who brought it to the judge. The air grew taut with anticipation as the judge flipped through the documents. Her expression darkened. "These records, Miss Brown," Judge Carter said sternly, "indicate financial activity through undisclosed accounts in your name. Are you suggesting Mr. Brown was aware of this?" Robyn opened her mouth, but no words came. Kody stared at her, his voice cracking. You did this without telling me. Robyn snapped, her face flushed. You knew. When you thought we were still together, you didn't care. But now that it's over, you're playing the victim. Before Kody could respond, Janelle cut in sharply. Kody's not playing the victim. You secured your safety while the rest of us were scraping by, and our children were neglected. He's finally seeing what we lived through. Mary's smile was tight and bitter. Poetic justice, she said softly. The judge banged her gavel again. That's enough. This is more than a domestic dispute, it involves financial deceit. There will be consequences. Robyn sat frozen, her face pale. Her carefully constructed image as the loyal wife was crumbling. And Kody, who had once viewed her as his unwavering partner, now sat with hollow eyes, facing the void left by his own misjudgments. As Mary and Janelle rose and walked out, their backs straight, Kody remained behind, weighed down by the magnitude of what he had lost. For the first time in his life, Kody Brown truly felt abandoned. But the courtroom drama was only part of the story. Kody had once said that Christine Brown put a knife in the kidneys of him and his other wives when she left. That bitter metaphor revealed a deeper truth: he had never truly accepted her departure. Beneath the anger was jealousy, made worse by the happiness Christine had found in her new life with David Woolley. Christine, Kody's third wife, had entered into their spiritual union in 1994. They'd met in the early 90s, courted briefly, and spent more than 25 years together. By November 2021, she was the first to officially leave the plural marriage, citing favoritism and emotional neglect as her reasons. Christine didn't linger in heartbreak. By January 2023, she announced she was dating again. A month later, she revealed David to the public. By April, they were engaged and married by October. Their whirlwind romance surprised many and sparked speculation. Was it too fast? Was David a rebound? Kody's bitterness reached a boiling point during a recent family gathering. He accused Christine of never trying to blend with the family and of treating Robyn cruelly. But Christine stood firm. She said she had stayed as long as she could, given all she had, and ultimately left to protect her children. I have a clear conscience, she said. I gave everything. Though Kody claimed she had run away from the problems, Christine knew better. The favoritism had driven a wedge not only between the spouses but between father and children. Kody wanted her to shoulder the guilt, but he wasn't ready to carry his own. Now, with Christine remarried, and Janelle and Mary distancing themselves from him, Kody faced the reality of a shattered family, one he could no longer control, and one that might never reunite. Many doubted it would last. The whirlwind romance between Christine Brown and David Woolley, marked by public displays of affection and quick milestones, seemed to move faster than anyone had expected. Some thought it was a rebound, a flashy attempt to show Kody Brown just how happy she could be without him. But despite the criticism, Christine's relationship with David remains strong. She has no regrets about the pace at which their love blossomed. In a recent Instagram story, Christine announced that she and David are launching a new Airbnb property in Hurricane, Utah. Set to open for bookings by April 1, 2025, the home boasts 4 bedrooms, including one with an en-suite bathroom. Christine gave fans a sneak peek as they began decorating the space and highlighted its proximity to scenic southern Utah landmarks like Sand Hollow. This marks her second Airbnb venture, following the successful opening of her first property in Moab, Utah, in March 2024. While Kody once dominated the narrative of Sister Wives, Christine is now emerging as the show's central figure. Her personal and professional glow-up has not gone unnoticed, especially by Kody. He was reportedly livid when he learned about Christine's expanding business ventures, seeing them as a further sign of her independence and success. His frustration is palpable, especially considering that, just a year ago, she was still recovering from their broken spiritual marriage. For years, Christine felt neglected and unsupported in her relationship with Kody, who spent more time with Robyn and her children than with Christine and hers. But since their split in 2021, she's reclaimed her life. Unlike Kody, Christine has found a partner in David who supports her ambitions and celebrates her wins. Christine's new relationship took off quickly. She introduced David to her family shortly after they began dating in 2023. They were engaged by April and married by October, with the ceremony featured in a special episode of Sister Wives. Christine appeared radiant and genuinely happy, something fans hadn't seen in years. Meanwhile, Kody voiced confusion over how fast Christine had moved on, even expressing resentment that David met his grandchildren before he did. But viewers are growing tired of Kody's narrative. For seasons, he has been caught in a cycle of blame, telling Mary he never loved her, accusing Janelle of mismanaging finances, and chastising Christine for not fostering a bond with Robyn. His constant complaints have become repetitive, and many believe they reveal more about his ego than his heartbreak. By 2025, Kody and Robyn are living a quieter life in Flagstaff, where they recently purchased a $2.1 million home. Though financially secure, the couple now plays a background role in the series. Their storyline has gone stale, and viewers have noticed. The focus is shifting, and Christine, with her thriving personal life and business ventures, is stepping into the spotlight. Among all the former sister wives, Christine has become the standout. With over 1.5 million followers on Instagram, she is not just a fan favorite, she's an influencer in her own right. Her transformation from a sidelined sister wife to a successful entrepreneur and happily married woman has made her one of the most compelling figures on reality TV today. As the Sister Wives franchise continues, it's clear that Christine's story is far from over. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. And for many fans, she has become the true face of the show's future. As Sister Wives Season 19 prepares to return after a mid-season hiatus, the Brown family's unraveling continues, and the second half promises even more explosive revelations. TLC has officially announced that new episodes will resume on Sunday, April 20th at 10 p.m. EDT, and fans can expect fierce confrontations, legal drama, and long-standing tensions to finally come to a head. While the first half of the season centered largely on Christine Brown's new marriage to David Woolley, the spotlight is now shifting. Mary and Janelle Brown are stepping forward, preparing to confront Kody and Robyn Brown over the mounting issues surrounding Coyote Pass, the family's long-contested property in Arizona. According to a recent teaser shared by TLC, the second half of Season 19 will answer many lingering questions from the earlier 20 episodes. The trailer suggests escalating tension as Mary and Janelle unite to take legal action, a move that puts them in direct opposition to Kody and Robyn. Their frustrations with how the property has been handled are reaching a boiling point. One of the trailer's most dramatic moments comes when Mary begins questioning her long-standing friendship with Robyn, saying, "I'm now wondering why I'm even in a relationship with Robyn." She adds that she feels ghosted by the woman who was once her closest ally. Meanwhile, Kody reacts with anger and defensiveness, barking at Mary when she accuses him of taking advantage of her. For Janelle, the stress of Coyote Pass remains a major obstacle. She shares in a confessional, "I can't really move on as long as that property is a source of conflict." Viewers can expect her journey to focus on severing ties with the land and reclaiming her independence after years of feeling sidelined in the family. Though Christine and David's wedding was the highlight of the first half, their storyline will likely take a backseat as focus turns to the collapse of the Brown family's internal dynamics. The second half is expected to dig deeper into Mary's emotional journey, her evolving perspective on the family, and her decision to pursue legal counsel over her share of Coyote Pass. The Tell-All special, hosted by Sukanya Krishnan, also teases several tense confrontations. One particularly intense moment shows Christine telling Sukanya that Kody left the family when Robyn came into the picture. Meanwhile, Kody defends himself, claiming he's being unfairly punished for falling in love with Robyn. Robyn's dismissive laughter in response to a pointed question only adds to the friction, with many fans calling her reaction arrogant and self-serving. As always, no season finale or tell-all is complete without Kody's trademark outbursts. When asked whether he would choose the same life path again, including his polygamous marriages, Kody's temper flares once more, suggesting his ongoing bitterness and lack of closure. Notably, one tragic real-life event, the death of Janelle and Kody's son, Garrison Brown, will reportedly not be addressed this season, perhaps out of respect for the family's grief or as a decision to keep the focus on ongoing family conflicts. With Coyote Pass now a symbol of everything that's gone wrong in the Brown family's relationships, fans are wondering if the show is signaling the end of an era. As Mary and Janelle finally take a stand, and Christine forges ahead with a new life and new ventures, the Brown family's polygamous legacy appears to be fracturing beyond repair. Whether Sister Wives continues with its original premise or shifts toward a new format remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Season 19's return will not disappoint. Stay tuned and be sure to subscribe for updates, and let us know in the comments what you think the future holds for the Brown family.